We have a new tagline. We're called WAM because it makes an acronym of WAM, Wells Area Merchants, and it's going to be our slogan from now on. And I'd like to tell you the reason that you have blue paper instead of white paper, which normally when you get a press release it's white. It's blue because we want to raise money to put blue LED lights on the old historic Wells Street Bridge. And since I know all of you can read and you have the blue papers, I'm not going to go over that, but I'm going to explain how we got to be here today real quickly. First of all, about 3 years ago, we had someone new come on board Sloan's, which is the funeral home on Wells Street. Josh Harper is now the facility manager there. And he and I had gone out to the old bridge to stand there and talk about what are we going to do with our Merchants Association because we were inactive. And as we were standing there, we were kind of daydreaming and we said, what if we were able to light this bridge? What an attraction that would be. Well, we kind of put it in the back of our minds because we had a lot of organizing to do. And then a couple that have been inspirational to all of us are Bud and Jean Mendenhall. Jean's up here and Bud's hiding in the crowd. Okay. Came in about 2 years ago with pictures for me of a small town where they had done window art. They had done old windows and painted them, and then they put them on their buildings and put them up for auction. And so that was neat to look at, and we said, well, okay. So it all started to fit together. Last fall, I believe, Cory Miller, who is our architect on board from SchenkelShultz, architectural firm, Cory came to me and he said, we'd like to do something for the city, something to help out. Got anything in mind? Well, I didn't. Duh, I didn't. So it took me a couple months, and finally I said, well, duh. And I called Cory and I said, Cory, would you be willing to help with the lighting of the old bridge? And he went, perfect. So he has stepped forward to help us with the bridge lighting. We're very thankful to him. And we're going to have him talk in a couple minutes. Okay? And so then we had the thought of our public art project. And Shauna is from G.I. Joe's, and as we started to realize that we've done our hanging flowers for 3 years, and other corridors are starting to catch on and they want to do the same thing, we said, we have to set ourselves apart again. We must do something more. So we bounced around ideas, and Shauna and I came up with the idea, let's do the window art. Let's do our windows. So we said, where are we going to get the windows? Well, we went to the wood shack, and I went, Jerry and Linda, of course, would said, of course you can have. And I thought, we're depleting their stock. That's not fair. So I went to Kevin at Window Stores and More, who happens to be a personal friend, and I said, would you donate the windows? He said, we would love to. So they saved us, how many did we carry? 30 or more windows. We still have some in storage for next year if we decide to do that. So the windows became our public art project that we wanted to do along the corridor. Well, then Shauna said, well, we need to tie it in some way. So we decided that we would auction them off, and the proceeds will go towards the lighting of the bridge. Okay? Well, as you all know, you have to have permission to do things, especially if they're owned by the Parks Department. So about 2 years ago, I guess, or maybe a year and a half ago, I'd already put into motion the fact that we wanted to do the lights, but we've been tied up doing some other things, and so I went to the Parks Board and asked permission to do the blue LED lights. They thought it was a wonderful idea, gave us their blessings, and said, go raise money, have fun. So we have their blessings to do so, and we have Moll here today, who is the director of the Parks Department. And we're so excited about everything tying in together. So we're kicking off our art project, our public art project. The windows will be on the buildings until October 17th or 18th. We will take them down. October 19th, we will be holding an auction on the old bridge out here, hopefully raising money to put blue LED lights on the bridge. That'll be our kickoff function. I'd like to direct your attention to what we hope it will look like. This is done by Cory. And the next board over there, which says WAM on it, has the pictures of each art project and which building they are located on. And then we have our sponsor board back there in blue. You're fine, they'll get close in a little bit. Those are the ones that sponsored our paint party that we did in May. We got 17 artists together at Jack and Johnny's, who donated their extra room for us. And we had pizza and sodas, and we spent probably 4 hours, 3 or 4 hours, painting all of the windows.
We had an acoustical guitar by the Fort Wayne Guitar Exchange. They were willing to come in and play. So we had a wonderful experience, and everyone really enjoyed themselves.
So it's been, everyone has donated everything so far. It has just been awesome. And I want to turn it over to Cory just to say a couple words, okay, about the lighting of the bridge.
Thank you, Judy. Just very simply, we weren't the painter, we weren't the paintbrush, we weren't the paint. We just sort of were there helping out, and this group had done the whole job on what they wanted. Simply what we provided and what we were glad to help out on is taking the image of the bridge and, for all intents and purposes, creating a digital model and modeling it in different light and the blue light. What you'll see here in what the intent is soft downlights, all LED, energy efficient, low energy usage, to give the building a soft, or the bridge a soft glow. And then we wanted to highlight the arches across the way, so almost a tunnel as you walk through it. But what's most appropriate, and I think most important after talking and working with the group, is that it'll be a soft, mystic sort of glow. Not anything bright and neon and flashing. Something to catch your eye, something that makes you intrigued to find out more about it and what's going on. And with that, we were more than happy to help and glad to be a part of it. And thank you, Judy.
Thank you. You're so happy. Thank you, Cory. Well, as I said, we had to have the Parks Department's blessing, or the Park Board's blessing, and Al is here today, and I'm just going to have him say a couple words about the fact that the bridge is up for rent, too. You might
well, if you know anything about Judy and Josh, they're persistent. As I recall, we were on a trip out, a community trip, I think back probably a couple of years ago, and Judy and Josh, we're thinking about lighting up the bridge. I said, oh, that's great, good luck, That'll go away, About 3 months later, I get a call from Judy when we get back. I'd like to come to the park board now and get approval. I said, well, sure, that's a good idea. When do you want to get together? About 4 or 5 months from now? No, next week. So we arrange it. Judy comes, presents it, everything's good. And as she said, go out and raise the money, That'll never happen. Here we are. Good luck. This is a great project. And my gosh, we've taken something that's really was, part of the past, made it visionary for the future. What a great job. Hats off to the architects, to the Merchants Association here for really, it shows you if you get behind something, if you want to do it, it can be done, and this is going to be great. And it'll be a vision for the future, and I think they'll build off of it. And so anyway, we're just happy that we can be part of it in a small way, the bridge, but in a big way, just happy to be part of it. Thanks for Judy and Josh for letting us be part of it, and thanks to all of you.